Dust swirled in the air, catching the faint light that managed to seep through the cracks of the ancient stone walls. The atmosphere was thick with history, every particle a testament to the passage of time. The stone door groaned, echoing in the darkness. It was as if the very walls were reluctant to reveal the secrets they had guarded for millennia. A sliver of light pierced the gloom, then another, then another. Each beam illuminated the chamber, revealing glimpses of its hidden treasures. The archaeologists watched, breathless as the ancient entrance finally gave way. Their hearts pounded with anticipation, knowing they were about to step into a world untouched for centuries.
By the gods, this is beyond anything we could have imagined,
Dr. Carter whispered, her voice trembling with a mix of fear and excitement. She had dedicated her life to this moment, and now it was finally here. The passage led to a vast chamber, its ceiling lost in shadow. The sheer size of the room was overwhelming, a testament to the grandeur of the civilization that built it. As their lights flickered to life, gasps echoed around them. The room was breathtaking, filled with artifacts and inscriptions that hinted at stories long forgotten. The walls were adorned with intricate hieroglyphs, their colors still vibrant after millennia. Each symbol told a part of a story, a narrative waiting to be deciphered. Strange symbols and figures danced in the beam of their flashlights. The carvings seemed almost alive, as if they were trying to communicate with the intruders.
This is incredible. I've never seen such well-preserved hieroglyphs.
I've never seen anything like it. The detail, the craftsmanship, it's unparalleled.
These hieroglyphs, they tell a story. A story that has been waiting for us to uncover it, to bring it back to life.
Above them, the domed ceiling shimmered. It wasn't a regular ceiling at all. Instead, it glittered with thousands of tiny points of light, like a miniature galaxy.
It's a celestial map.
Dr. Tanaka breathed, his eyes wide with awe.
But the constellations, they're unlike any I've ever seen.
The stars seemed to pulse with an inner light, casting the chamber in an ethereal glow. A cold draft snaked across their skin, sending shivers down their spines.
Do you feel that? Something's not right.
Dr. Carter's voice was barely a murmur. A strange energy seemed to emanate from the heart of the chamber, pulling at their senses. The air crackled with anticipation. The archaeologists exchanged uneasy glances. They had stumbled upon something extraordinary, something far beyond their wildest dreams. But a creeping sense of dread began to worm its way into their hearts. The silence of the tomb was broken by faint whispers, whispers in a language long forgotten.
This place, it feels alive.
Dr. Carter's voice was tight with apprehension.
Did you hear that?
Whispers, but in what language?
We need to be careful.
At the center of the chamber, bathed in the ghostly light of the constellations, stood an altar. The air was thick with the scent of ancient stone and the faint hum of energy that seemed to emanate from the very walls. Shadows danced across the room, cast by the flickering torches that lined the chamber, adding to the eerie atmosphere. Upon it rested a single object, pulsing with an eerie green luminescence. The light seemed to breathe, waxing and waning like the heartbeat of some ancient slumbering beast. It was as if the artifact itself was alive, aware of the presence of the intruders in its sacred space. It was a pentagonal artifact, crafted from a metal unknown to them. The surface was smooth yet unyielding, reflecting the green light in strange, mesmerizing patterns. The metal seemed to defy the passage of time, untouched by the millennia that had passed since its creation. It was cold to the touch and covered in intricate engravings that seemed to writhe and shift before their eyes. The symbols were unlike any language they had ever seen, twisting and turning as if they were alive, telling a story that was just out of reach of human comprehension.
What is it? The question hung in the air, heavy with the weight of the unknown. The team exchanged glances, each member feeling the same mix of excitement and trepidation.
Dr. Tanaka's hand hovered over the artifact. He couldn't help but feel drawn to it, compelled to understand its purpose. His fingers tingled with anticipation, the urge to touch it almost overwhelming. Yet, a small voice in the back of his mind warned him of the potential dangers.
Don't touch it. The command was sharp, cutting through the tension like a knife. Dr. Tanaka's hand froze inches from the artifact as he turned to face the speaker.
Dr. Carter hissed, her eyes wide with alarm. She had seen too many instances where curiosity led to disaster, and she wasn't about to let that happen here. Her heart pounded in her chest as she watched Dr. Tanaka's every move.
We need to document this carefully. The voice of reason in the group, always meticulous and methodical, reminded them of the importance of their work. Every detail had to be recorded, every observation noted, to ensure that nothing was lost to time.
This could be the key to everything. The excitement in the voice was palpable, the realization that they might have stumbled upon something of immense significance dawning on them all. The artifact held secrets that could rewrite history, and they were the ones chosen to uncover them.
The team stood in awe, realizing they had uncovered something that could change history forever. The weight of their discovery settled upon them, a mix of pride and responsibility. They knew that the journey ahead would be fraught with challenges, but the potential rewards were beyond their wildest dreams. The artifact was more than just an object. It was a key to understanding the past, and perhaps shaping the future.
As if in response to her warning, the air grew heavy.
A palpable tension descended upon the chamber, pressing down on them like a physical weight.
The hieroglyphs on the walls seemed to writhe and contort, their silent warnings taking on a menacing tone.
The temperature dropped, sending a chill through their bones.
Dr. Chen hesitated, his hand still outstretched.
He had come so far, risked so much to unlock the secrets of this ancient civilization.
But something in the air, in the very fabric of the chamber, screamed at him to retreat.
The hieroglyphs on the walls pulsed with an eerie green light, as if mirroring the glow of the artifact. "This place is forbidden," the voice continued, its tone laced with ancient power. "Your presence is unwelcome. Leave now, or face the consequences." They spun around, searching for the source of the voice, but there was no one there. The archaeologists froze, their blood turning to ice. "Turn back," a voice echoed in their minds. It was not a voice they heard with their ears, but one that seemed to resonate deep within their skulls.
"We need to leave," she whispered, her voice barely audible above the pounding of her heart. The constellations above shimmered, the hieroglyphs whispered, the artifact pulsed, all testaments to a knowledge lost to time. Yet, despite their terror, a sense of awe battled within them. They had stumbled upon something beyond their understanding, a power that had slumbered for millennia. Fear, primal and consuming, gripped the archaeologists.
"Turn back!" the voice boomed once more, its tone laced with a warning that echoed through their very souls. "The secrets of this place are not for you to uncover."
The air crackled with energy, and the temperature plummeted further.
The archaeologists could feel an unseen force pushing against them, urging them towards the exit.
Dr. Chen, his eyes fixed on the glowing artifact, felt a pang of disappointment.
But the voice, the oppressive atmosphere, the sheer antiquity of the chamber, all whispered of danger.
With one last lingering look at the wonders that lay before them, the archaeologists turned and fled. The air was thick with tension, and the weight of their discovery pressed heavily on their minds. They had ventured into the unknown, seeking answers to questions that had puzzled humanity for centuries. But now, faced with the reality of their find, they were overwhelmed by a sense of urgency and fear. The ancient pyramid, with its towering presence, seemed to watch them as they made their hasty retreat. Each step they took away from it felt like a betrayal of their curiosity. Yet they knew they had no choice.
They stumbled back through the passage, their footsteps echoing in the suffocating silence. The narrow stone walls seemed to close in on them, amplifying their every movement. The dim light from their torches flickered, casting eerie shadows that danced along the ancient carvings. Each carving told a story, a piece of history that had been buried for millennia. As they moved deeper into the passage, the air grew colder, and the sense of foreboding intensified. They could feel the weight of the ages pressing down on them, a reminder of the countless souls who had walked these corridors before them.
The stone door slammed shut behind them, sealing the chamber once more. The sound reverberated through the passage, a final resounding note that marked the end of their journey. It was as if the pyramid itself was reclaiming its secrets, ensuring that they remained hidden from the world. The archaeologists knew that they had only scratched the surface of what lay within. The mysteries of the ancient world were vast and unfathomable, and they had merely glimpsed a fraction of it. The door's closure was a stark reminder of the challenges that lay ahead, and the dangers that came with uncovering the past.
The archaeologists stood there for a moment, catching their breath, their hearts pounding in their chests. The desert sun beat down on them, and the vast expanse of sand stretched out in every direction. They were miles away from civilization, isolated in a land that had remained unchanged for thousands of years. As they gathered their thoughts, they couldn't help but reflect on the enormity of their discovery. They had uncovered a piece of history that had been lost to time, a testament to the ingenuity and resilience of ancient civilizations. But with that discovery came a responsibility, a duty to preserve and protect the knowledge they had gained.
What secrets did the ancient pyramid hold? The question lingered in their minds, a tantalizing mystery that beckoned them to return. The pyramid's exterior, with its weathered stones and intricate carvings, hinted at a wealth of knowledge hidden within. Each symbol and inscription was a clue, a piece of a puzzle that had yet to be solved. The archaeologists knew that they had only begun to unravel the pyramid's secrets, and that there was much more to discover. The allure of the unknown was irresistible, and they were determined to uncover the truth no matter the cost. What was the purpose of the mysterious artifact? The relic they had found was unlike anything they had ever seen before. Its intricate design and craftsmanship suggested that it held great significance, but its true purpose remained a mystery. The archaeologists speculated that it could be a ceremonial object, a tool, or even a piece of advanced technology. Whatever its purpose, it was clear that the artifact was an important part of the pyramid's history. The discovery of the artifact raised more questions than answers, and the archaeologists were eager to continue their investigation. And what would become of those who dared to disturb its slumber? The thought weighed heavily on their minds as they contemplated the consequences of their actions. The ancient pyramid had stood the test of time, a silent guardian of its secrets. Those who had come before them had left behind warnings, tales of curses and misfortune that befell those who dared to enter. The archaeologists couldn't help but wonder if they too would suffer the same fate. The desert with its harsh and unforgiving landscape seemed to hold its breath, waiting to see what would happen next.
These questions lingered in their minds, a chilling reminder of the mysteries that lay hidden beneath the sands of time. The archaeologists knew that their journey was far from over. They had uncovered a glimpse of the past, but there was still much more to learn. The desert held many secrets, and they were determined to uncover them all. As they looked out over the vast expanse of sand, they felt a renewed sense of purpose. The challenges ahead were daunting, but they were ready.